made you get involved in that? What you have a love of animals, obviously. What brought you towards dog breeding?
Well, I guess it was just the love of the lens, believe it or not. It wasn't really the dogs. I always had dogs when I was younger, but at the same time, I never ever thought I'd be raising dogs or even help raise dogs. And I really, not until I met the lens and started helping them, that I realized the tremendous amount of work, effort that it took to be a good breeder and to have the dogs be healthy and be productive producers. And even then, there were two full-time workers there, and they only had 6 dogs. But the dogs they had were show winners. They won at Westminster, and they, took their dogs to Europe, and some Europeans' dogs came over here to be bred in order to increase the bloodlines of these different dogs. So I realized how expensive it is to do this work, and also how time-consuming. And there just seems to be no way that we can produce the number of dogs that are needed today in puppy stores and everything the way we're doing it. And I really have, because of this effort in the town, I've tried to come up with a solution on how we can get quality dogs bred without having one puppy mill kind of scenario where you have one family or one 2 or 3 people breeding up to 70 dogs. And 70 dogs, according to USDA, is really a small number of some of these large puppy farms, or whatever you want to call them. The problem is there's a tremendous need for these dogs. Purebred puppies are in a very high demand, and we are really not supplying that demand in the United States. The fact is that we're actually having dogs come from overseas to help fulfill the need for purebred dogs in the United States, and that seems really strange, and I never really realized that until I started this on the town board. Jack Austin and I and the other board members have put in a lot of time trying to get the true facts on what actually is transpiring in the dog breeding world. And we go, we've been to shelters and breeders' homes and different scenarios trying to find out what the facts are.
Right.
And the facts are, in my opinion, kind of disappointing when it comes to the actual what transpires in these large-scale breeding farms. And the thing I find out that personally affects me the most is that most of these breeding animals, which are, by the way, the pick of the litter, they're the best of the best. Those are the dogs you want bred. They have the best characteristics of each breed. So the puppies that they throw are actually the best that can be produced. So the puppies turn out great. At the end of 8 weeks, these puppy farms or breeding farms basically have beautiful puppies. The problem is that the mothers are put to death at half their lifespan. After 4 or 5 or 6 breedings, these dogs are put to death. And why are they put to death? Because they haven't been a companion dog. They never had the ability to live their lives as they were meant to be, in my opinion, as companion animals.
Sure.
So, now here, I'm just babbling on here, but...
No, sir, go right ahead, please.
But To me, a dog that does not have a companion is basically unfulfilled. A dog is here, and a cat is here basically to be a companion for a human being.
Absolutely.
And when I see that not occurring, I kind of want to figure out how can I make it right. And I think I've come up with a solution, and I hope to explain it tonight at the it was going to be at the town hall, but I hope we have a lot of people come, and I can explain my way of producing puppies in the future that would require puppy or breeding, commercial breeding kennels to become whelping centers.
Great.
Now, whelping center is basically where a dog comes to give birth or be bred. If we had whelping centers where the puppy owners, or the people that are actually, the dog owners bring their female dogs to be whelped, at the end of 8 weeks, the sooner we can get those puppies into the public's hands as companion animals, the better. And I was always told that when you get a dog, the first thing you want to do is arrange when you're going to have it spayed or neutered.
Right.
Well, that's really not what we need. We really need breeding dogs. We need more breeding dogs, and we need healthier breeding dogs. And a healthier breeding dog is one, in my opinion, that has